I'm Eray Selik, and in this new episode of Behind the Window, we are here with Mr. Keenan from the Technical Service Department. In this episode, we'll be introducing the DK502 dual-head welding machine. Mr. Keenan, if you'd like, you'll start by covering some technical features, and then we can proceed with a welding demonstration to wrap up the program. As you can see, our welding machine has two heads. It consists of two welding heads. Our welding machine, when using double heads, disposes of a 90 degrees welding feature. However, it also has a single head welding option. When welding with a single head, adjustable clamps allow for angled welding between 30 and 180 degrees. In a single head it can weld, meaning it disposes of an angled welding feature. Depending on the size of the frame to be welded, the second head is movable while the first head remains fixed. By pressing this button, we release the brakes and can slide the second head to the desired position. We move the second head. When we release the button, the braking system activates automatically, securing the second head in place. All welding parameters on the machine are adjustable. For example, the heating temperature, which is monitored by an electronic thermocouple, can be set within a range of 0 to 300 degrees Celsius. Other settings, such as weld time, melting time, weld pressure, and vise positioning, can also be adjusted from the control panel at the back of the machine. The surface of the machine, like you can see, is produced from a very high-quality aluminum plate. To prevent the material from slipping, special designs were added to the surface of the plate. In the goal of preforming sensitive welding operations on the machine, the steel chassis, as you can see, has a linear rail system. This system ensures that the welding dimensions accrue in a more precise way. Regarding welding capacity, the maximum height of the PVC profile we can weld is about 180 millimeters, and the maximum width is around 130 millimeters. The minimum height and width are both approximately 30 millimeters. The frame size that can be welded is up to around 4 meters. When we slide the second head all the way to the right, it allows us to weld frames up to about 3,600 millimeters. I would also like to give information about the machine's Teflon mechanism. Here, as you can see, there is Teflon mechanism. Teflon with time and repeated welding operations might show some signs of deformation. And here, as you can see, the revolver system allows the Teflon layer to easily move, rotate as needed. And if required, it can be removed or replaced so a new Teflon mechanism can be placed. Yes. I will continue again. On the machine. Additionally, our machine is capable of welding at 2 mm and 0.2 mm settings. By adjusting the spacing of the blades, you can switch between these welding thicknesses as needed. The machine table is also equipped with mechanisms for quick mounting of welding molds. By lightly tightening a single screw, you can install the molds in just a few seconds. The machine also comes with support arms, which make it easy to rotate and support the profiles during the welding process. Those are the primary technical features of the machine. Now, I'll ask Mr. Keenan to demonstrate a welding operation.
Demosu yapması için kendisini makine başına rica ediyorum.
Before starting the welding process, we check that the temperature on both heads is set to 245 degrees. Once confirmed, we initiate the system. When we press the first button, we place the profile in position, move it closer, and secure the back clamp. Then we place the second profile and press the start button. For the third profile, we press start again to begin the welding process. The melting time for the welds is set to 25 seconds, which is also the adhesive time configured on the machine. Once the welding is complete, the clamps release, and the movable head opens so we can remove the profile. Afterward, we place the first profile again, initiate the system, and secure the clamps as the head moves into position. With both the right and left profiles secured, we initiate the final corner weld. The process is now complete. I'll hand it over to Mr. Eray.
Thank you, Mr. Keenan. As you can see, our frame is complete. Let's inspect the welds. They appear smooth and precise on the outside, and Mr. Keenan has successfully achieved a clean 2 mm weld. The interior is also very neat, and the quality of the welds is visibly high. All corners are consistent in dimension. That concludes the topics we aim to cover for this machine. Now, we'll move to the Q&A section, where we're ready to take your questions.
Thank you very much for your watching of our broadcast about double corner PVC welding machine. So during this stage of our program, we would like to take your question about double head welding machine. In the meantime, when we are waiting for your questions, I would like to give some additional information about this machine. They are important information. So the maximum welding square at this machine is 3,500 millimeters about the maximum size, maximum square of the dimension. And the minimum square dimension is 340 millimeters. So with this machine, it is possible to perform double head welding operation at 90 degrees, and also it is possible to perform the single welding operation at the fixed head on the left side between 30 degrees and 180 degrees. So with this machine, it is also possible to perform the standard and free flashless welding operation at 2 millimeters and 0.2 millimeters. So it is also possible to make the hull adjustment automatically at the digital devices on the heads, such as welding time, welding pressure, welding time adjustment is also possible to adjust on the head of the machine. So, Mr. Gökhan, if there is any question, we can answer them. So, on my screen, I cannot see any question. I think it is understandable. It was understandable, our program. So, I would like to finish our program if there is no question, Mr. Gökhan. Yes, thank you very much. See you in the programs in the future again. Thank you.